be the matchup for third place in the nation. You have the Oklahoma City Storm that came in ranked third in the nation, and your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats ranked fourth in the nation, and that's what they're playing right now. It's the 3 versus the 4. In the top seed, you have the Lubbock Titans versus the Dallas Thunder, and that's over at NCHBC Live. But we're glad you're joining us here this evening. So glad you've got a watch party back home, and we're just thrilled to be with you. Wanted to take a minute, as we did last night, and read the Wildcat Way in the last 60 seconds. This will be our preview and pregame show. The Wildcat Way. We are the Lord's, not our own. Therefore, we play His way. We commit to sacrifice individual desires and goals to joyfully serve the Lord through team basketball, to communicate with boldness and kindness on and off the court, to vigilantly guard against division, distraction, and discouragement, to respect our God-given talents, authorities, teammates, and opponents, to play as one body with unmatched enthusiasm and energy, focusing on spirited, suffocating defense and passionate, precise offense, to treasure every possession of every game, practice, and individual workout, to lead by using our influence to encourage character, diligence, and excellence in everything, to glorify God in victory and defeat, and to play in such a way as to win an imperishable prize. Love that motto there by the Wildcats, the Wildcat Way, as it is known. You find that in your program as well. Wildcats are unashamedly and unabashedly a Christian organization. You're going to find prayer, you're going to find scripture reading, and in this tournament, the National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championship, there's been a scripture reading and a prayer before every single game. Now, of course, that does not mean that every player or every team has a Christian focus, but that is the focus here at the National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championship. Tonight, Wildcats will be matched up against the OKC Storm from Oklahoma City, and they are known to have quite a program. They are a big and physical team. They did lose to the KC East team that we just played a couple of nights ago, or actually yesterday morning, I guess. It feels like a couple of nights ago. They lost to the KC East team in their division or region earlier. Let's see, they won their region. They beat the KC East team by 6, actually. OKC won their region and beat KC East. I've talked so much, my lips are tripping over themselves. So hopefully we'll get through this evening without too many mistakes. Opening with a word of prayer here, and we'll pause just for a prayer. All right, amen has been said, and we're about ready to kick off. I want to give you our sponsors here real quick. Wildcats are brought to you by Campbell's. Campbell's Highland Grill. Campbell's is a family-owned and operated Scottish-American sports grill located on State Road 135 in Greenwood, Indiana. During these trying times, we aim to safely bring quality food, entertainment, and a sense of community to Indy's South Side. We're proud to offer our support to the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. Campbell's Highland Grill, grillwithan.e.com. 1001 North State Road 135 in Greenwood, Indiana. Give them a call at 317-300-1696. Cats are also brought to you by American Senior Communities, where caring people make the difference. When you walk into American Senior Communities, the difference is clear. There's a passion our people bring to their work that you simply won't find in any other senior healthcare community. We offer a full range of lifestyle and care options, from new energy wellness to hospice care. Here when you need us. Call the Care Coordination Center at 888-996-8272. American Senior Communities. Find them online at asccare.com. Cats are also brought to you by Chick-fil-A. When you hear your Wildcat stomach growl, take that hunger to Chick-fil-A, just north of Main Street on State Road 135 in Greenwood, Indiana. We're ready to join the huddle, says Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Greenwood, Indiana, at the Greenwood Park Mall or their 135 location. We are about ready for the tip-off. It's going to be Rachel Wirtz, Alyssa Woodard, Hannah Ruddle, Louis Shook, and Gloria Brewer on the court for your Cats to start off. For the OKC Storm. Do you mind just clicking off their starters over here? That'd be helpful. They're going to be the main folks I'm going to call. By the way, tonight we had our videographer, Heather Marks, and our statistician, Miriam Barnes. Back home, our production manager, Shelly Dove. Appreciate everybody who makes this broadcast possible on the WBN, the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. The ball is up. It's tipped and controlled by OKC. They're going to drive down, being guarded by Alyssa Woodard. Going to call a quick foul on Alyssa Woodard. Calling the foul on the body, the block there. And that's going to put number 23, Handsome, on the line shooting 2. So that's Alyssa's first. That's a team first of the half. And it's up, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. That's number 23, Handsome. She's going to go back to the line to try the second. She was consoled at the line by a teammate. Hopefully she'll have to get more consolation after this one. And she sets, shoots, and it bounces 3 times, 4 times off the rim or so, and finally fell in. It's 1-0 OKC Storm. Hannah Ruddle handles the basketball. She's going to get it over to Louis Shook. They're going backwards a little bit. They get it to Brewer, who crossed the timeline. Cats are being swamped on D with the defense there. Brewer puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by number 15, Curley. And it's stolen away by Louis Shook, who gets it up to Brewer, puts it up and in. That's 2-1. Cats in the lead. And we've got a timeout here. Or an official timeout. Not sure what Coach Roscoe is asking. What's the
ref is questioning Gloria's earpieces.
Oh, he's questioning the earpieces. She has trouble here. She has trouble with too much noise. He's going to approve it, looks like, and be okay with it. So that's why the question. It might have been given by the OKC coach. It looked like he checked back in with him. So OKC coach might have been wondering about that. And it's not like we have a headpiece in and we're giving her instruction on the court. That would be kind of funny. And number 30 is going to drive inside Johnson and kick it back outside to 23. Handsome, and it goes out of bounds. It's Wildcat basketball. 7 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in this first. Cats in the lead, 2-1. Gloria Brewer with the basketball. Flips it over to the far right side to Hannah Ruddle. Ruddle brings the ball up the court. She's being guarded tightly by number 15, Curley. Almost out of bounds, and they tap it up. It's going to stay Wildcat basketball. They were arguing she tipped it, but they knocked it out of bounds. 7 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Hannah Ruddle slaps the basketball, gets it into Louis Shook. She's being guarded tightly. That's going to be a foul called on number 23, Handsome. They're not going to let a whole lot go so far this evening. They're calling a good tight game. And it's going to be Wildcat basketball. That's the first personal foul there and first team foul on OKC Storm. Cats need to get it in. Louis Shook throws it in long to Gloria Brewer. Brewer with the basketball crosses the timeline. Being guarded tightly by Curley. She's going to be hugged from back. Oh no, that's going to be a moving pick violation there on the Cats, and that's going to be a foul on, did you catch who that was on? I think it was on number 10, Rachel Wirtz. And that's her first, team second. OKC to get the ball, and almost stolen away by Brewer. Good defense there being applied by the Cats. And number 20, Weekly is going to inbound the basketball from the far corner, is Weekly. And she's going to try to get it in to number 15, Curley. Weekly gets handed the ball by the referee, slaps it, and they get it into Curley. Curley's going to come up the court. She waves her teammates on up, and Brewer playing defense right across the timeline. And they swing it down low to number 23, Handsome. Handsome drives, gets it inside, tries to get it inside to number 11. Their big player, Lapat, couldn't get it in. Cats steal it away, and they're back up on the other side. Looks like they're doing a trap up front, and they almost steal it away from the Cats. Cats regain control, tapped out of bounds, going to stay Wildcat basketball. Good defense being applied by both teams at the moment. It is a low-scoring game, 2-1, and Coach Roscoe decides it's time for a timeout by the Wildcats. A fast-paced game, just not a lot of scoring going on here in the first minute and a half of action here in Springfield, Missouri at Parkview High School, home of the Vikings, but tonight it's the home of the number 3 and the number 4 team in the country to play for that third spot in the national rankings, and that's what we're looking for here. These Cats have played their way all the way to the Final Four. 40-plus teams in this Gold Ball Showdown Series, all the way down to these last 4, and the Wildcats are in that Final Four standing. So we're so grateful for you joining us here on the WBN, the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. Got some entertainment going on down on the far side. There's maybe a little 5-year-old or 6-year-old doing some gymnastics. He's doing backflips and everything, so he's getting some cheers from the fans. Little timeout entertainment. And Wildcats have the basketball underneath their own basket. Gloria Brewer slaps the ball and gets it into Hannah Ruddle. Ruddle drives with the right hand, kicks it out to Brewer for 3. Can it go? No, it's off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Brewer. And it slapped. She felt like she couldn't control it, although she might have been able to do that. I'm not sure. And they put up the 3 off the back of the rim, no good. And it's going to be a foul on number 15, Curley. That's on number 15, her first, team's second. Wildcats have the basketball in the front court. And it looks like number 34, Crandall. Maddie Crandall's going to check in for the OKC Storm for number 21. And they're going to get the ball in, do the Cats to Gloria Brewer. Brewer, a cross-court pass, long pass, and OKC Storm almost came and got it. Cats having a little trouble with this three-person trap. It's going to be out of bounds to stay Wildcat basketball. This OKC Storm has a lot of energy, and the Cats are going to sub in 24. Hollywood is going to check in for the Cats, as is number 4, Bookwalter. So it's Shook, Wirtz, Woodard, Bookwalter, and Brewer. That's Hollywood on the court for the Cats. Bookwalter with the basketball on the left side. She's going to get it down low to Shook. Shook gets it out to number 10, Wirtz, who can hit the 3. Not that time, though, and it's rebounded by number 11, LaPat. She gets it to her point guard. They swing it on up to Johnson. Johnson's going to drive in the lane and try to put it up. Swatted at by Bookwalter, but it went in. It's 3-2. Storm in the lead. Brewer with the basketball, and she's going to come up the court. She's going to be trying to trap her there in the corner, and they're going to, it's going to cross. She needs to touch it quick. Nope, it's gathered in by the OKC Storm. They're going to go and drive all the way down and up, no good, and it's going to be a foul called probably on number 24, Hollywood. Cats got into the trap there. Brewer tried to get it over to Hollywood, and she was unable to corral it, so it went across, and she didn't want to grab it again, so OKC came, grabbed it, and went down to try to put up the bucket. They didn't get the bucket in, but they got the foul. That's the 13th foul on the Cats, and that one is no good. The first one's no good by Crandall. And she's going to settle in for her second. It's 3-2, Cats down by 1. The second one goes in for Crandall. And Wildcats down 4-2. Shook gets it up to Brewer. Brewer not quite across the timeline. Now she is. She's trapped again. She gets it to Louis Shook. Physical game being played here. Cats throw it up and throw it away. And Johnson tried to get it down low to Curley, and it was stolen away by Brewer. Brewer back up the court. Going to stop for a short little 2, and it's no good on the jumper, and the OKC Storm come right back at the Cats. Now Crandall gets it down low to LaPat. LaPat tries to pound her way inside. It's going to go out of bounds. Wildcat basketball. Both teams having some trouble with turnovers early here. And Garcia is going to check in for the Cats, as is Alyssa Woodard. And it looks like number 13, Teal, is going to check in for the OKC Storm as well. So a lot of fresh legs coming in right now for both teams. Garcia gets it into Brewer, and OKC is backed off of that full court press a little bit. Maybe they'll keep that back. Brewer with the basketball. Brewer dribbles, gets it over to Bookwalter on the left side. Bookwalter drives towards the corner, baseline, jumper on the 3, and it's good! Boom! That makes it 5-4. Cats in the lead by 1. 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Bookwalter and Garcia try to trap down low. It's going to be a timeout called by the Oklahoma City Storm. In fact, the Oklahoma City Storm, the coach went about halfway down. He was in front of the Wildcat bench trying to get the attention of the referee for the timeout. And then the other referee's talking to Shook, and I'm not sure what he's not taking any guff, and not sure what that call was about, but that other coach was all the way down in front of the Wildcat bench trying to call a timeout. Couldn't quite get the attention of the referee. But the Cats had dropped, the reason he did that, the Cats had dropped into the full court press, and he needed to give his team some instruction here to try to break this press. 48 seconds remaining in the timeout. We'll give you a few of our sponsors here, as we are so happy to have sponsors for your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats this year, providing so much support. A new Smile Family Dentistry, Greenwood Auto Tire, Country Nutrition, DLZ Corporation, Franklin Muffler Brakes and More, G.H. Herman Funeral Homes, Meyer, NASCO Industries, RG1 Mobile, Tie Spice, and Tie Connection. We'll give them all a little bit more attention as we go through the evening this evening. And Wildcats come back out of the timeout. And neither team used all of that time. They still had 15 seconds left on the timeout, but they're going to go ahead and they are not ready. The timer is not ready. It is not ready to start. And now it is. 4 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. The Oklahoma City Storm going to inbound the basketball. That's number 25, Crandall, Gets it in to number 15, Curley. Back to Crandall. And then on up front. Swatted away and stolen away by the Cats. Brewer swatted it. Alyssa Woodard gathered it in. Now down to Bookwalter. Fake the three. She's going to drive in the lane. Might have been a little travel there they got away with. Gloria Brewer has the basketball top of the key. Brewer out by the half line. She's being guarded tightly by Curley. Brewer takes it all the way down, gets it to Bookwalter. Bookwalter, it's going to be off of Bookwalter, out of bounds. And it's going to be Storm basketball. 5-4, Cats in the lead by 1, 3 minutes. 46 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Number 20, Weekly, checks back in for the Storm. And the Cats are going to keep up the pressure on this in this backcourt. And number 15 receives the ball, Curley, and she's going to be guarded by Brewer. Curley gets it back over to Weekly. Weekly comes up the court. Weekly calls the play, swings it over to Crandall. Crandall goes in the lane, gets it swatted out of bounds, but they're going to call a foul instead. It was swatted out of her hands, but might have touched her hand on the way. At least that was in the opinion of the referee. That's going to be on Bookwalter, I believe. So Bookwalter picks up her first. That's her. Actually, that looks like they're calling it on 23. Rhea Garcia is who the scoreboard has it going as. That's Garcia. She picks up her first. That's the Wildcats' fourth team foul. And OKC to get the ball in underneath their own basket. They do get it in, and number 20, Weekly, gets it inside to Crandall. Crandall outside to number 13, Teal. And they get it up top to number 25, Crandall. Another Crandall there. Back to 20. Weekly handed it back out to Crandall. Hook shot off the glass, no good. Off the glass again, no good. Rebounded by Rhea Garcia. And the Wildcats back on the prowl into the front court. Brewer back over to Alyssa Woodard. Woodard's going to charge inside the lane. Put it up, off the glass and in. 7-4. Cats with their largest lead of the game so far at 3. 2 minutes, 53 seconds remaining. Number 11, LaPat. Hands it off down low. They get it back up top to Weekly for a long three. No good. Rebounded by Garcia, who gets it to Brewer. And Brewer comes up the court. Wildcats fans making themselves real known this evening. Bookwalter off the rim, no good with that three. They're going to get it up top to number 34. Maddie Crandall puts it. It's no good on the layup, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds by the OKC Storm, and it's Wildcat basketball. The OKC Storm coach is doing jumping jacks on the sideline. He wanted something different there, it looked like. Rachel Wirtz is going to check back in for the Cats, as is number 14, Louis Shook. And Hannah Ruddle's back in the game as well. So Ruddle, Brewer, Shook, Wirtz, and Alyssa Woodard. Ruddle over to Shook on the right side. Shook's going to get it back up top to Brewer. Brewer swings it to Alyssa Woodard. Woodard looks on the far side to Wirtz, back to Brewer. Brewer gets it stolen away. She just took it right out of her hands. And Crandall's going to go all the way down, swoop it up. She's going to get the foul. She drew the contact. She was smart, drew the contact from the Wildcats. They were straight up, but she was able to knock their knees with her elbows, and it looked like a foul. 2 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in this first, 7-6. Cats in the lead by 1. But number 34, Crandall, settles in at the line and puts it in. That's going to be a tie ball game. And number 22, Ella LaPat, is going to check in for the Storm. So 2 LaPats on the court for the Storm right now. And Shook inbounds the basketball to Hannah Ruddle. And the clock still hasn't started at 2:04. It's still at 2:04. Clock neat. There it goes. Clock starts now. And Woodard gets it up top to Shook. Shook gets it over to Brewer. Brewer down low on the right side to Alyssa Woodard. Back inside to Brewer, who spin move up. And it's no good. Rebounded by Louis Shook. Good rebound by Shook. Gets it up top to Brewer. Brewer from the free throw line off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Hannah Ruddle. Cats getting some offensive rebounds. Good rebounds here by the Cats. Brewer's going to drive and go all the way down. Get it to Wirtz for a long two. Off the back of the rim, no good, but it's going to be a foul on Alyssa Woodard. A push away from the ball foul there. We didn't see it. So that's going to be a foul on number 20. That's on number 20, her first, team 6. And the Storm have the basketball. And Louis Shook, guarding Weekly, drives inside off the glass and good. It's 9-7. Oklahoma Storm retake the lead. 1 minute, 21 seconds remaining in the first. Brewer with the basketball. Gets it over to Shook on the left side. Far left side to Hannah Ruddle. Ruddle fake the three. Gonna drive back out to the top of the key. She gets it to Brewer. Swings it far right side to Alyssa Woodard. Being guarded tightly by LaPat. Woodard comes inside. Off the glass and good. Woodard said, I see your move and I'll match it. She won up. And there we go at 9-9. They get it inside to number 40. Travel call. Wildcat basketball. 54.8 seconds remaining in the first. And Macy Klein's going to check in for the Cats in this last minute of play of the first quarter. Hannah Ruddle brings the ball up for the Cats. Ruddle fakes right, goes left, gets it to Klein. Klein back out to Ruddle. Ruddle looks, gets it over to Brewer on the right side. On the far right side to Alyssa Woodard. Woodard back up top to Ruddle, or Wirtz. Wirtz hands it over to Brewer. Cats must be playing for the last shot. No, Alyssa Woodard says, I'll go for it. It's gathered in by Macy Klein. It's going to be no, it's not tied up. Cats came away with it. Alyssa Woodard over to Wirtz. Back up top to Ruddle. Cats recycle the offense. They get it inside to Wirtz, and she is fouled. She's smarting for it, too. Her nose got smacked in that exchange. Oklahoma City Storm are a physical team, not showing on the fouls right now. It's 6-3 on the fouls. They'll catch up soon, I hope. Ruddle with the basketball. She gets the inbounds basketball. Left-hand hook, or left-hand floater. Rebounded by Wirtz. Puts it up, no good. But Wirtz is fouled on the play. And the fouls, hopefully they'll start to even out here. So 6-4 on the fouls, team fouls. Rachel Wirtz is going to go to the line, shooting 2. 13.5 seconds remaining in the first. Wirtz has 2 here. She settles at the line. Wirtz settles, shoots off the back of the rim. No good. She's consoled by Brewer and Woodard. And Wirtz, see if she can make an adjustment here and drain this second one to 2. And it's up off the back of the rim. No good, but rebounded by the Wildcats. She was being hugged by the OKC Storm player. But the ref gave a travel call instead, and it's OKC basketball. The clock is not running. There it goes. 9-9. Slight delay in that clock operation. 5 seconds. Number 20 Weekly's going to drive back up for a fadeaway 3 off the front of the rim. No good. And that's going to conclude the first quarter. Cats and the Storm playing like we thought they would. It is an evenly matched team here. The Oklahoma City Storm versus your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. We're starting at ground zero coming into the second quarter. It is 9-9. Cats all tied up with the Oklahoma City Storm. Cats are proud to be brought to you by G.H. Herman Funeral Homes. Our family serving your family for over 3 generations. G.H. Herman Funeral Homes in Greenwood and Indianapolis. Give them a call at 317-787-7211. Cats are also brought to you by Thai Connection and Thai Spice. A Thai Connection, authentic Thai cuisine in 527 Washington Street in Columbus, Indiana. Call them at 812-657-3790. Also Thai Spice, their sister location found right there in Indianapolis on County Line Road, 2220 County Line Road, 317-881-2243. Cats are also brought to you by Country Nutrition Health Food Store. We have the knowledge and desire to help. Supplements, local meat and eggs, special diet needs. Connect with them at Country Nutrition of IN on Facebook and Instagram. Find them at Greenwood, State Road 135 and Olive Branch Road. Give them a call at 317-889-1305. Cats are also brought to you by A New Smile Family Dentistry. Dr. Patricia and Shane New. Give them a call at 317-886-6684. Once again, so glad to have all of our sponsors here on the WBN, the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. Cats have the basketball. They inbound to Gloria Brewer. Brewer has the basketball, and she crosses the timeline. Being guarded by number 15, Cranley. And to get it over to Shook, and they swing far left side. Get it inside to Wirtz. She's fouled on the shot. Number 10, Wirtz fouled on the shot. That's going to be the 5th team foul on the OKC Storm. That's going to be a foul on number 21. That's her first, team 5th. And Wirtz is going to go to the free throw line and shoot 1 of 2. First one is up, and that one's good. Cats retake the lead. She's congratulated at the line by Shook and Brewer. And Wirtz, good free throw shooter, settles in for the second. Wirtz, it's up and off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded, battled for, rebounded by Wirtz. Takes control of it, back out to Ruddle. 3 OKC Storm players go to get that ball, and Ruddle came away with it. Back up top to Brewer. We'd like to see her get on fire here from the three-point range, or anywhere really for that matter. Ruddle tries to get it into Wirtz, or that's to Alyssa Woodard. And Cats coming away with another offensive rebound. It is a tale of two games here, last night and today, on these rebounds. Last night, if you recall, it just seemed like every rebound was going to the Lubbock Titans. Today, Wildcats get a whole lot more rebounds in this game. Ball goes out of bounds. It is OKC Storm basketball. And they get it in to number 15, Curley. Curley gets it up to Weekly. Or sorry, that's not Weekly, that's Johnson. Johnson has the basketball, gets it back up to Curley. Curley calls the play. She's being guarded by Gloria Brewer. They swing it over to Handsome. Handsome's going to drive all the way down the baseline, being guarded by Ruddle. Couldn't get the shot off. Good defense there being applied by Ruddle. Back up top to Curley. Curley trying to make a move against Brewer. She steps back for a three. Oh my goodness. Off the glass and good. The bank is open late on a Saturday evening. It's 12-10. Cats down by 2. Brewer has the ball. She gets it up to Shook. There should be somebody open underneath. Wirtz goes and sets up for the quick 2. Rebound battled for. She's out of bounds. I thought it was going to go out on the Storm, but we hustled after. Good hustle by Ruddle. And it's out of bounds on the Cats. Going to be OKC Storm basketball. And number 20, Weekly, is going to check back in for the Storm. 6.5 minutes remaining in this first half. 12-10, Cats down by 2. Number 20, Weekly has the basketball. Weekly tries to get it inside, and good defense being applied there by Alyssa Woodard. They swing it over for another long 2, and that's overshot. It's an air ball. And Louis Shook has the basketball. Shook comes up the court, looks for somebody, gets it to Wirtz. Wirtz over to Brewer on the far side. And 3 is up and no good. She gets her own rebound. Oh, she's knocked to the ground. I mean, she got shoulder checked. I mean, she lowered the shoulder and flattened Gloria Brewer to the ground. Gloria Brewer took a shot to the chin. She may have to be checked out. My goodness, what a shot to the chin that Gloria Brewer took. That was a tough foul. And Cats are going to have the basketball underneath their own basket. Fouls are at 6-6. Again, it's a physical game. Hollywood looking for somebody. She gets it into Wirtz. Wirtz back up top to Louis Shook. Shook fakes, drives inside, gets to the free throw line. Brewer's going to go in, shoot over top of number 11, LaPat, and hit it. And tie ball game, 12-12. 5 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Number 15, Curley, has the basketball. She gets it over to number 25, Crandall. They swing it over to 23, Handsome, for 2, and she hits. Little 2-point jumper there by Handsome. Brewer with the basketball. Brewer gets it up, tries to get it to Bookwalter. It's going to be out of bounds on Bookwalter. It's Storm basketball. It's 14-12, Cats down by 2. Cats doing a good job controlling the ball generally, but they do have a good trap system going due to the Storm. 5:20 remaining in the first half. 14-12, Cats down by 2. Storm have the basketball. Number 15, Curley, being guarded by Brewer. She gets it up to number 20, Weekly, out to number 23. Handsome swings it back down to Curley, and they front the big girl in the middle, number 11, LaPat. And the Wildcats looking great on defense. Wirtz lets the defender fly by and then puts it in off the glass for 2. Wildcats defense turned into 2 points there. 23 backed into Bookwalter. That was not a foul, and it wasn't called a foul either. Going to be out of bounds on the Wildcats. Going to be Storm basketball underneath their own basket. It's 14-14, all tied up here. 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the first half. Wirtz and Shook going to take a break. That means Garcia and Hollywood and Bookwalter and Alyssa Woodard and Brewer on the court for your Cats. Referee gives the instructions to number 20, Weekly. And she gets it into number 23, Handsome. Handsome drives across the front of the lane. Deep 3 ball by 25, Crandall. No good. Rebound by Bookwalter, who gets it over to Brewer. I'll tell you what, these OKC Storm are fast. Brewer with the basketball, drives all the way down the lane, gets it over to Alyssa Woodard on the far right side. Alyssa Woodard puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hollywood. And it's stolen away by the OKC Storm. And they're on the fast break. Is number 23, Handsome. She makes a move, but they're gonna call a block. I think they're gonna call the block on Bookwalter is my guess. She's the one that came in. They're gonna call it on Bookwalter. She came in late to the play. Our initial defender was clearly set, but Bookwalter had moved slightly right in front, so that's what they called there. Number 23, Handsome's gonna go to the line, shooting 2. Coach Roscoe giving some encouragement there to the referee. Number 23, Handsome, sinks the first one of 2. Bookwalter's gonna come in and be ready to rebound. And number 13, Teal, is gonna check in for the OKC Storm, as is number 44. We do not have a record of what her name is. Number 44. Number 23 settles in to shoot the second of 2. The 2 Woodard sisters down low to rebound. And no need to rebound. It went in 16-14, and Emma Barnes is going to check in for the Cats. And Hollywood's going to take a break. Emma Barnes need to be careful out there against this very physical team. Bookwalter gets it into Garcia. Garcia swings it cross court to Brewer. Brewer going to come back around and get it up to Rhea Garcia. Swings it down low to the low side, all the way down inside the lane. Rebounded by the OKC Storm. No good on the layup by Alyssa Woodard. Curley. Oh, big time block by Emma Barnes. Oh, that was pretty by Barnes. She blocked her and then took off down the court. Good play there by Barnes. Stopped that shot. Out to Bookwalter for 3. She can hit. Not that time. And the ball is rebounded by the Storm. Rhea Garcia on the defense. And number 30, Johnson goes that's number 20, sorry, that's 20 Weekly. Pulled up for a quick jumper there. It's 18-14. Cats down by 4. That's the largest deficit. Oh, nice move by Garcia, who gets it to Barnes. She's fouled on the play. And I'll just tell you, as a dad of Emma Barnes right now, I'd rather not see that sort of contact. But that's going to put Barnes on the line, shooting 2. The foul appears to be on 44. That's her second. That's team 7. Barnes settles in to take the free throw. It's off the front of the rim. The backboard, no good. And she's consoled on the line by Woodard. Probably tells her to bend her knees or some other sort of good advice there by Alyssa Woodard. And I don't know how many folks are checking out and checking in for the Storm. The refs don't know either. I don't know if we have 5 on the court or not. And Louis Shook goes down to rebound, and Emma Barnes settles in for this second of 2. And she settles it up off the back of the rim and in. Nice soft touch there by Emma Barnes, who gets it to go in, and Coach Roscoe said, Emma, let's take a break. But Emma scores 1, draws the Cats back within 3. 18-15, Cats down by 3. 3 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in this first half. And OKC Storm have the basketball, being guarded tightly by Ruddle. They get it up. They get it up to 0-0. Allen. They get it back up top to number 30, Johnson. Johnson with the basketball. She's got a tattoo on the right arm, and she's driving against Alyssa Woodard. They get it out to 0-0. Allen. It's no good. Rebounded by Rachel Wirtz, who swings it over to Ruddle. Ruddle up to Louis Shook. Louis Shook on the fast break. She decides to pull up. It was 3-on-1. That was a wise play. Swinging far left to Alyssa Woodard. Woodard's going to drive the baseline, put it up. No good. Tapped back out. And Louis Shook gathers it back in and gets it down to Ruddle on the right side. She hands it off to Alyssa Woodard. Woodard back up top to Brewer for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Wirtz, who gives it to Ruddle, who puts it up and in for 2! Cats draw back within 1. Cats have cut that 4-point deficit back to 1. 18-17, down by 1. 34 brings it up, hands it to number 30, Johnson. Over to number 10. I don't even have a number 10 on this list. But our number 10, Rachel Wirtz, rebounds. And it's Wildcats basketball. 18-17 in this good one here in Springfield, Missouri. Brewer has the basketball, makes a spin move, gets it to Ruddle for 3. Boom! From downtown Springfield, it's 20-18. Cats have pulled back in the lead by 2. Coach Roscoe gives a timeout to congratulate the girls, give them a little bit of a break. They went on a tear. They were down by 4, and now they're up by 2. Cats on a run here at the Parkview Gym, home of the Vikings, but tonight it's the home of this game between the number 3 and the number 4 seed nationally in this Final Four matchup in the National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championship. Give you a few more of our sponsors here this evening. Cats are glad to be brought to you by Meyer, just north of Main Street on State Road 135. Cats are also brought to you by Auto Tire Car Care Centers, 3115 Meridian Park Drive, Greenwood, Indiana. Behind McDonald's and Kroger, give them a call at 317-888-1880. And the Storm will have the basketball. They inbound the basketball. 2 minutes, now under 2 minutes to go. 7 fouls apiece, both in the one-on-one bonus. Number 30, Johnson swings it over. Who was that shoot? That's number 34, shot the 3, Crandall. And Brewer has the basketball. And they get into a tie-up. Looks like number 30 she hit her head on the rebound. She is hurt. She says she's okay. She's going to get up. 0-0. That's Allen there, so we're going to give her a hand there. For Allen, she's hurt there on that rebound. They came back over. She's seeing stars at the moment. That did not look good. Probably need to get some concussion protocol there for Allen. She's really struggling. They're trying to show her 2 fingers, but she really is not doing well. Really woozy. We hope Allen recovers there quickly for the OKC Storm. She is smiling, but might be an adrenaline rush there. Hopefully she'll be all right. And looks like number 20, Weekly has the basketball. Weekly is going to try to drive on Shook. She gets to the free throw line, puts up a long 2, no good. Rebounded by Rachel Wirtz. I'm telling you guys, the rebounds they're doing much better on the rebounds this evening are the Cats. They're in position, boxing out, doing the right things. Shook gets it into Wirtz. Wirtz puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Alyssa Woodard, who puts it up, and it goes in! 22-18. Cats with their largest lead of the game at 4. 22-18. They're going to drive the baseline on the Storm. I'm not sure what she was trying to do there. The Cats said, "Thank you very much, we'll take it." And they did. Brewer with the basketball. Brewer drives all the way down, puts up a short little 2, and it's good! Cats extend the lead to 6. It's 24-18. Less than a minute to go in this first half. Number 10, we don't know her name, but she brought the ball up. And number 20 puts it up and in. Weekly is a good player there for the OKC Storm. And she cuts that lead for the Wildcats back to 4. 24-20, 36 seconds remaining. Ruddle, cross-court pass to Alyssa Woodard on the left side. Get it into Louis Shook. Back over to Wirtz. Cats making good passes here. Alyssa Woodard's going to drive the lane. Get it over to Ruddle on the far right side for 3. No good, but Louis Shook comes up with the rebound. She was so surprised to get the rebound, she hit it off the glass a little too hard. And that's slapped out of bounds by Brewer, and it's going to stay Storm basketball, but good defense being applied by the Wildcats to deny the easy fast break there. 14.6 seconds remaining in the first half. OKC Storm to inbound the basketball on their own side of the court. There's some sort of... Coach Roscoe is asking a question. Not sure what the question is, but he's... Is Gloria hurt? Gloria has some issues, so he called for a sub, and so they were able to give him the sub there. That's why he walked out onto the court, trying to get that sub for Brewer. 12 seconds remaining. They try to get it inside, stolen away by Louis Shook. Louis Shook looks up to Alyssa Woodard. She's going to go all the way down, give it to Wirtz, and put it up for 2! And that's going to end the first half! Wow, Cats on a tear! The momentum is all Wildcats right now. It's 26-20 at the half with your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats in the lead. No lead is safe right now, that's for sure, but it is the largest lead of the night for your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. 26-20. We hope you all are enjoying this at home as much as we are here. So glad that Shelly Dove organized a watch party. That's exciting, and excited the girls to hear that you would have that whether they were in the championship game or playing for 3rd place. So we appreciate the Wildcats fans this evening. We are so glad to have you with us on the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. We are going to give you a couple more of our sponsors. RG Mobile One is a proud sponsor of your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. Diagnostics, repair, mobile service, and tires. At Franklin, Greenwood, Trafalgar. Here's their tagline: if we meet and you forget me, you've lost nothing. But if you meet Jesus and forget him, you've lost everything. Cats fully endorse that statement from RG Mobile One, as the Cats are unashamedly and unabashedly a Christian organization. You'll find devotions, prayer time. There's a focus on character here with the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats, and so proud to be a part of such a wonderful organization. I do want to give a little bit of a story. This is a story that I was thinking about earlier today, and it goes to the Wildcats' history. And about 8 years ago, my family and I were living in southeast Indiana, and we were playing for a long-storied program called the Southeast Panthers. And when I say long-storied, I was a homeschool grad myself, and they didn't have basketball until just after I graduated, so I didn't get to play high school ball. But anyway, my brother did, and I was able to coach my brother with the Southeast Panthers. And then years later, my kids grew up, and they began to play for the Southeast Panthers. And my wife, Miriam, was the coach of the Southeast Girls Panthers. And about 8 years ago, we had to go to a road game, and that road game was held at the Gathering Place in Greenwood, Indiana. There was a coach by the name of Dustin Richards who was coaching the Wildcats in their very first year of the program. My wife became ill that evening, and so I had to go and coach the Lady Panthers. And so I remember looking down the way at Dustin Richards, and we were coaching against one another, and I am happy to report that the Panthers pulled out. I think the win that evening was 11-10. Neither program was tremendously good, but we had a slugfest all the way through, all the time, to get to about an 11-10 final. But we were glad to pull it out and get out of there with a win. But that was the start of that program. I specifically remember Sarah Mangan, Nami Cherian, and others who were playing in that game. So fond memories of the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. Then we moved to Indianapolis and joined said program, and have been happy to be a part of the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats ever since. So well, I could give you a shookism this evening. I did pull one up. He gave me one before the game, and so I want to tell you this one. He says, instead of a swear jar, I have a negativity jar. Instead of a swear jar, I have a negativity jar. Whenever I say something negative, I put $1 in it. It's half empty. So I can hear the chuckles and the laughs all the way from Indianapolis. Appreciate y'all putting up with our shookisms through the year, and we're so glad to be here. We try to have some fun and let you all have some fun as we broadcast these girls Wildcat basketball, and they are putting on a show for us here at Nationals. It can definitely say the Indianapolis girls Wildcats were here. They bested 40-plus teams to get to this point and be in this Final Four to play for this Final Three to get third place at Nationals. Would be quite an achievement for this team that's never even won a gold ball at Nationals. They won the gold ball, and now they made it to the Final Four. So we are sure proud of these homeschool Wildcats. Do I have a... All right. So we have okay, there you go. And we should be able to get names now. We got them off of the scorebook. We were pulling names off of Max Prep, so we were short a few names, so we'll have those going into this second half. Cats are brought to you by Chick-fil-A. When you hear your Wildcat stomach growl, take that hunger to Chick-fil-A, just north of Main Street on State Road 135. One of the other title sponsors is American Senior Communities, where caring people make the difference. Find them at asccare.com. And, of course, our title sponsor as well, Campbell's Highland Grill. Campbell's is a family-owned and operated Scottish-American sports grill located on State Road 135 in Greenwood, Indiana. During these trying times, we aim to safely bring quality food, entertainment, and a sense of community to Indy's South Side. We're proud to offer our support to the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. Campbell's Highland Grill, grillwithane.com. Give them a call at 317-300-1696. Campbell's Highland Grill, proud sponsor of your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. It's going to be Wildcat basketball as we start this second half. 26-20 Cats in the lead. And you can hear the Wildcat fans. The boys are here in force. They're giving it their all for these girls. These girls do not give up. Getting ready to start here. It is going to be, they're just making sure which possession, the foul count, it needs to be zeroed out. It's currently at 7-7, so they're trying to zero out the foul count. And they're clicking it down, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We don't have to count it out all for you. I think if you all are homeschooled like I was, we can count to 7 and backwards. Happy to be a homeschool grad. Thanks, Mom. All right, Hannah Ruddle inbound the basketball. Referee gives the instruction, and the press is certainly applied. They've got 3 on 2 due to the Storm. Slap to the ball is made, and the ball is into Brewer. The clock starts. Brewer crosses the timeline. Cats in the lead by 6, 26-20. Brewer being guarded tightly by Curley. There's a foul called on number 15, Curley. That's going to be the first team foul. That is the second personal foul on Curley. First of the second half. That switches the ball to the other side of the court. Louis Shook's going to inbound the basketball. Thank you for joining us this evening on the WBN, the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. The gym is getting loud in here at Parkview. And I think it's going to get louder as the game progresses. And Brewer has the basketball across the timeline. Brewer, top of the key, being guarded tightly by Curley. She's going to go all the way down, get her own. Oh, she tries to throw it out, and it's going to stay Wildcat basketball. Brewer threw it underneath the legs of the OKC Storm player. It hit another Storm player and went out of bounds. What a play, athletic play there by Gloria Brewer. 26-20, Ruddle to inbound the basketball. She gets it out to Brewer, who tries to throw it back in, and it's swatted around. It's going to call a jump ball on that. It's going to go Storm basketball. The other ref may come in and call a foul. I'm not sure. They didn't really tie it up. That was the problem. There wasn't really a tie-up necessarily. It was just a scramble. It was a jump ball. That was a jump ball. They did call jump ball, not out of bounds, and no foul. It's OKC basketball, Storm basketball, 26-20. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Cats go back on defense. Number 15, Curley, crosses the timeline through the leg dribble, being guarded by Brewer. Curley's going to drive, get to the baseline. Brewer staying with her step for step, every bit of the way. Number 11, Lapat, gets it back up top to 0-0, and then to 23. 23 has the basketball. Handsome tries to drive in. She is stopped by that defense by the Cats. Going to be a travel call on 0-0 Allen. Wildcat basketball. 7 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. Every possession is important. Cats get the basketball. They get it into Brewer. Brewer gets it over to Ruddle. Ruddle crosses the timeline with some speed. She's going to try to get it to Wirtz. It went off of Woodard. Somehow the Cats came away with that bouncing around inside. Looked like a pinball machine down inside the lane. And Ruddle's being pushed by Allen. No call there. Shook has the basketball. Shook gets it back up top to Wirtz. Wirtz down low to Ruddle. In the back door, she's bumped from behind. That's a foul called on the OKC Storm. That's going to be the second team foul on the Storm of the half. Again, this is a physical game. A lot of bumping, a lot of pushing. OKC Storm's a big team. They won their region in that Midwest rear. Boom! Gloria Brewer received the inbound pass and drained it for 3. Cats extend the lead to 9. It's 29-20. 6 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. Number 23, Handsome, tries to drive the lane. She is stopped once again. This defense is smothering by the Cats. They get it into Lapat. Lapat has nowhere to go. It's blocked by Rachel Wirtz. And the Cats gather the ball in. The Storm just don't know what to do inside. Brewer's going to go all the way down. Get it over to Ruddle for a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound gathered in by the OKC Storm. Curley has the basketball. She's being guarded by Brewer. And she traveled. She traveled. She traveled. Walk is called. It's Wildcat basketball. 29-20 Cats in the lead. 5 minutes, 51 seconds. No lead is safe here this evening in this game between the number 3 and the number 4 team in the nation. And Bookwalter has the basketball. She's going to come up the court, cross the timeline. Bookwalter has checked in for the Cats. So has Holly Woodard. Bookwalter. She's going to drive, go all the way down the lane, get it out to Hollywood. Out to Wirtz for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Holly Woodard. She gives it to Brewer, who's going to go up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Louis Shook, who gives out to Bookwalter for 3. No good. Rebounded. Battle for it's going to stay Wildcat basketball. All right! Cats, things are going the Cats' way this evening. I'll tell you what, last night they couldn't get anything to go their way. Tonight, so far, Cats are getting some breaks to go their way. OKC Storm are going to have 4 players check in. I'm not even going to 5 players. Their coach is so fed up with the way they're playing out there right now. He's saying, you all sit the bench. I'm putting 5 new in. He was just fed up with it. And Barnes checks in for the Cats, number 31.
He does that when the big girls go out.
Yeah, oh, is that what he does? So, okay. So, Coach is letting Emma come in when the big girls go out. So, Barnes is back in. Brewer looking for somebody, gets it back up top to Bookwalter on the inbound pass. And Barnes on the left side. She's going to receive the basketball. Thought about the 3. Now she's going to drive. Be careful, Emma. She puts it in for 2. Barnes, unafraid, stared them all in the face and sunk it. Cats with their largest lead of the evening. At 11, it's 31-20. Cats fans are making some noise here at Parkview High School in Springfield, Missouri. Cats back on defense. It's a smothering defense. Number 30, Johnson has the basketball. She gets it over to 34, Crandall looks for some help. Gets it up top to number 20, Weekly. Over to Johnson. Back up to 34, Crandall. That's going to be a little foul there, hand check foul there by Hollywood. Hollywood needs to avoid that second hand. That was a hand check foul. It is a foul. I believe that's who they called it on, right? It was on Hollywood. It was. Hollywood checks out, Garcia checks in, and Alyssa Woodard checks in, and Louis Shook takes a break. 31-20, Cats in the lead by 11, 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. No lead is safe here against this OKC Storm. They can hit from anywhere and they can drive. They've got size. And number 30, Weekly's going to hand it out. Johnson hands it over to 34. Crandall back out to Johnson, over to Weekly for a long 3. Off the rim, no good. Oh, Barnes! She says, hey, just so you know, I'm here. And she made sure that easy bucket wasn't going in. She's smiling a little bit.
Straight up, Emma, straight up. Come on, think.
She went in and made sure number 21 wasn't going to make the basket. But that does put number 21. And I don't have that here, number 21. Do we have number 21? On the line shooting 2. The first one is no good. That is number 21, Islas, I-S-L-A-S. And Barnes is going to take a seat, and she's going to get a round of applause by the Wildcat fans. I'm not sure if they're cheering on her 2-point bucket or her big-time foul right there. I'm not sure. 21 to go to, she's on the line shooting the second of 2. Wirtz is checked back in for Barnes. It's Garcia, Wirtz, Woodard, Brewer, and Bookwalter. Second one is no good. Rebound by Wirtz. Nice strong rebound there by Wirtz. They get it up to Garcia. Garcia is being guarded tightly by Weekly. Back up top to Alyssa Woodard. Woodard's going to drive the lane. Go all the way inside the lane. And up and good! Cats extend the lead. The 13. They're going to be a quick, fast break, and it's going to be a quick 2 points. Cats did not get back in time there. 33-22. Cats had a quick 13-point lead. It's now back to 11. Garcia needs some help. She throws it over to 30, Johnson. Johnson's going to go down. Oh, big-time block by Gloria Brewer. And it's off the OKC Storm. Out of bounds. Wildcat basketball. Big-time block there by Gloria Brewer. Garcia with the basketball to inbound to Brewer. Brewer surveys the field, gets it up to Alyssa Woodard, to Bookwalter. Underneath, they tried to get it to Wirtz. It was the right idea. The right idea to get it to Wirtz. Bookwalter just could not get it to her. It was beautiful. Wirtz was wide open. Would have had an easy bucket. It didn't go the way for the Cats that time. 33-12, Cats in the lead by 11. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in this third quarter. Storm have the basketball. That's number 30, Johnson, brings it up for the Storm. They're trying to set their offense. They have not been able to get anything going offensively, really, to say much of anything. Defense smothering by the Cats. Get it over to number 20, Weekly. Weekly tries to drive against Brewer. Unable to do so. She keeps going. It's out of bounds. Wildcat basketball. She dribbled it right off of her hip. She's saying, I'm getting hit all over it. That's not what the ref is seeing. And by the way, we're not seeing it either. 33-12. Cats in the lead by 11. Shook gets it into Brewer. Brewer back to Shook. Shook back to Brewer. They're going to come up the court. Back to Shook. They're breaking the press. They get it down to Alyssa Woodard. Brewer gets it down low to Rachel Rachel Wirtz swings it over to Hannah Ruddle. Ruddle drives inside the paint, gets it back up to Wirtz. It goes through Wirtz's hands, almost out of bounds. But Johnson gets it and gets it over to Crandall. Crandall, it was a 2. That was not a 3-point bucket. It's 33-24. Cats in the lead by 9, their largest lead. Sorry, Cats in the lead by 9. Brewer with the basketball. She shoots the 3. Boom! Big time answer there by Gloria Brewer. And number 20, Weekly gets it up to 34. Crandall for 3. Cats are going to have to get back. They answer. Crandall tries to come and steal it away. And it's out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. 36-27. Cats in the lead by 9. Gloria Brewer's going to get a break here with 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the third. Not sure what. So they're slowing up. They need to start moving here. Ruddle gets it in to Macy Klein, who's checked in for the Cats. Over to Ruddle, back over to Klein on the left side. Klein brings it up. She's being surrounded. Wirtz has the basketball in the far corner. Gets it to Louis Shook. Over to Macy Klein for 2. No good. Rebound by number 20, Weekly. Weekly with the basketball. She's going to come up, cross the timeline. Give it over to Crandall. Crandall just hit a 3 a moment ago. That's going to be a hand check foul on Alyssa Woodard. And that's going to be Alyssa Woodard's second personal foul. That's the third team foul of the half. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Cats in the lead by 9. Their largest lead was 14 just a moment ago. 2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the third. Crandall gets it into Curley. Curley with the basketball. Curley comes up, crosses into the front court. She gets it over to Weekly. Weekly with the basketball. Swings it over to Johnson. Johnson going to try to drive against Ruddle. She does. Puts it up and in. And it's good. And the foul is called on Hannah Ruddle. Once again, folks, no lead is safe against this Oklahoma City Storm team. Cats are going to have to match them basket for basket. That was on Hannah Ruddle. That was her second, team 4th. And Brewer's going to check back in for the Cats. Alyssa Woodard's going to take a break. That's going to put number 30, Johnson, on the line, shooting 1 as she made the front end of it. She made the basket. Now she gets the bonus. Old-fashioned 3-point play here. Johnson, no good. Rebounded by Brewer. It's 36-29, catching the lead by 7. Brewer tries to cross the timeline, keeps her dribble, amazingly keeps her dribble, gets it up to Rachel Wirtz, who gives it back to Brewer. She's trapped on the side. That's a blocking foul on the OKC Storm. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. Louis Shook's going to inbound the basketball. 1 minute, 30. If the clock is moving, 1 minute, 36 seconds. Now the clock stops. And the referee says it's all right. It's just a few seconds. Yeah, we hope it doesn't come into play later on. So 36-29. Cats in the lead by 7. He's asking for maybe a timeout. Not sure what is happening here. Their coach is getting a timeout. One way or another, he's getting a short timeout. And I don't know what is happening here. I'm trying to explain it to you. Their coach is on the court. I'm not sure if he's wanting to play or not. I think he's questioning the clock, is my guess. He's questioning the clock, and they're going to reset the clock. Yes, that's what it was. He was able to get 10 seconds out of it. I don't know if it was 10 seconds, but we'll take it. Back on the clock. Brewer with the basketball to inbound the basketball. Going to go over the top to Wirtz. Wirtz is going to put it up off the glass, no good, but rebounded by Klein, who puts it up, no good. Oh, Cats had 2 chances for easy buckets there. Couldn't get them to go. They were just surprised they were underneath with no con. That's a travel. Somehow she got it to go. No call there. 36-31. Cats in the lead by 5. They get it up to Macy Klein. Back to Shook on the left side. She's fouled on the way by. Is Louis Shook. Cats need to answer here. Cats have got to score here in this final minute 20. At least stop the OKC Storm. And it looks like we're going to have a sub in, number 23. Hansom's going to check in, as is their big LaPat is also going to check it back in for the OKC Storm. So LaPat and Wirtz match up pretty well underneath. Same height anyway. Although I think Wirtz needs to wear a mouth guard to look just as mean as OKC. That's my personal opinion. 36-31, Cats in the lead by 5. 1 minute, 21 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Brewer's going to be handed the basketball. Brewer, she gets it into Klein. Klein, She just picked her pocket there, did number 20. Weekly puts it up and in. Weekly's not going to miss that layup. It's 36-30. OKC Storm is right back in this game. Cats had a lead at 11. That's now 3. Brewer with the basketball. 1 minute to play in this third. Puts it up and off the glass, and it's good. Brewer took control of the game there. 40-33. Cats in the lead by 7. And they get it up. Long 2-point bucket, no good. Rebounded by Louis Shook. 50 seconds remaining. Brewer with the basketball. Gets it up to Ruddle. Ruddle, she double dribble. That's a double dribble. She tried to corral it. Normally, they'll give you the corral as one. They did not give it to her on that one. 38-33. Cats in the lead by 5. Sorry, I said 7 earlier. They had already put the 2 up when I looked at the scoreboard. 38-30. 44 seconds remaining in the third. Storm have the basketball. They're coming up the court. Number 15, Curley, has the basketball. 38 seconds. Curley's being guarded by Brewer. They get it down to Johnson, trying to get it inside to LaPat. She's fouled. That's going to put LaPat on the line. Shooting 2. That's a foul on. We'll find out here momentarily. That's the 5th team foul on the Cats. That is the 3rd personal on Hannah Ruddle. Sorry, that's number 2. Yeah, Hannah Ruddle. It's the 3rd personal on Hannah Ruddle. 38-33. LaPat on the line, shooting 2. She settles in. She's a left-hander. Puts it in. For 1, 38-35 now. The lead is now 3. Cats' largest lead was 11, but again, can't sit back on that at all. And LaPat spins the ball, settles, shoots. That one looks good. It is. 38-36. The lead is now 2. Louis Shook gets it up to Alyssa Woodard. Alyssa Woodard's going to jump from the free throw line and put it in. Nice jumper there by Alyssa Woodard, avoiding the contact, just draining it. 40-35. I thought it would be 36. 40-35 currently on the scoreboard. And the referee gets in on the action, setting a little bit of a pick there for the OKC Storm. 10, 9, 8. They're going to have to shoot. Weekly has it, gets it over to number 23, puts up the floater, no good. Put back up by LaPat, no good. And that's going to end the third quarter. Cats weather the storm by the storm. Do you see what I did there? They weathered the storm. That was not even intentional, folks, but that just happened. Sometimes you stumble on a good line, and I'll use that one later as well. All right, it's 40-35. Cats in the lead after 3. Wildcats proud to be brought to you by Campbell's Highland Grill and by Chick-fil-A in Greenwood at the Greenwood Park Mall and just north of Main Street on State Road 135. And by American Senior Communities, where caring people make the difference. Those are our title sponsors for the Cats. We'll run through the rest of our sponsors as well here. You can hear the boys. They're having some fun at this third quarter break. Cats brought to you by A New Smile Family Dentistry, Greenwood Auto Tire, Country Nutrition, DLZ Corporation, Franklin Muffler Brakes and More, G.H. Herman Funeral Homes, Meyer, NASCO Industries Incorporated, RG Mobile, Thai Spice, and Thai Connection. Cats glad to have all the sponsors here tonight for this battle in Springfield, Missouri at Parkview High School, home of the Vikings tonight. It's home between the number 3 and the number 4 team in the nation to try to finally figure out who is number 3 in the nation. We're going to find out here in a short 8 minutes of game time. It's going to determine who is number 3 in National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championship. We're having some fun here. Number 20, Weekly, giving us a little tongue, sticking out the tongue out at us before she inbounded the basketball. Having some fun here this evening. Hopefully, we're going to come away with a win in these last 8 minutes. Number 15, Curley, being guarded tightly by Brewer. Number 20, Weekly, puts up the long 3, and it's good. All of a sudden, it's 40-38. Cats up by 1. Louis Shook with the basketball, looks for help, gets it over Alyssa Woodard. Can the senior hit? No, it goes off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Curley. Curley's gonna come up the last. They're coming out. They're coming out with an intensity here. Number 20, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Rachel Wirtz. Weekly misses the second 3. 7 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. Cats get it up to Bookwalter. Bookwalter thought about the 3. Gets it inside to Alyssa Woodard. Power dribble. She's going to go up. Put it up off the glass. No good. It's rebounded by, oh my goodness. Brewer was just smashed on the floor. That's the second time. That's a sign they're going to give a travel on Woodard. Oh, my goodness. That's the second time we've seen a football play here this evening. The first one was a shoulder check by number 11, Lapat. This time, it was just a body smash. Under 7 minutes. Again, these OKC, they are physical. Let's hear you, Wildcats fan. 40, 38. The referee is coming into play here. Travel call. Looks like it might be a travel call. No, it's a timeout call. She backed up, and it looks like they called the timeout just in time. 40-38, Cats down by 2. 30-second timeout call by the OKC Storm. Sir, how's it going out there? How's it feeling in the black and white tonight? Is this a tight game?
Oh, yeah.
This is the number 3 and number 4 team in the nation. They are, so it's tight. It's expected to be tight this evening. We're so glad to have you join us on the WBN, the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. It's going to come down to the final few minutes, I believe, here as the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats take on these OKC Storm for bragging rights for 3rd place in the nation. Wildcats retake the floor. It's going to be Bookwalter, Wirtz, Brewer, Louis Shook, and Alyssa Woodard. And it's going to be Storm basketball. They don't seem to want it at the moment. And Curley says, okay, I'll take it out of bounds. Curley to inbound the basketball. She slaps the ball. Looks, gets it to Johnson, the open player in the backcourt. And she gets it up front. Top of the key being guarded by Rachel Wirtz. Back over to Weekly, who can drain a 3 from anywhere on the court. Behind the back dribble, she calls the play. Does number 20. Weekly's going to drive the baseline, kick it back out to number 15, Curley. Curley's going to drive, try to get it underneath to Lapat. Lapat corrals it. And that's going to be a block out of bounds by Rachel Wirtz. And the crowd goes wild there. Big time block by Rachel Wirtz. It's going to stay Storm basketball. Wirtz thought, hey, that was such a good block. I think we get the basketball. But they don't. It's blocked out of bounds. Number 23, Hanson, for a long 2 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Brewer, who almost got body smashed again by Lapat. Up now to Alyssa Woodard. Woodard. She's going to drive the line. Oh, give it over to Wirtz for 2 and 1. 42-38. Cats get the lead back up to 4. Number 23, Hanson with the basketball. She's looking for some help. She's locked up. Gets it to Lapat. Lapat. It's up off the rim, no good. Lapat gets her own rebound. And Wirtz tries to battle for it. It's battle for on the floor. Going to be a travel. Yeah, it's a travel call. Wildcat basketball. The fans go crazy. 42-38. Cats in the lead by 4. 5 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in this barn burner of a game. Bookwalter gets it to Shook, who almost gets it stolen away. Back up to Bookwalter. Bookwalter on the right side, back up top. Oh my goodness, might be some fouling going on there. A lot of clawing. Wirtz lets it go by and puts it up for 2. Smart play there by Rachel Wirtz. 5 minutes, 26 seconds remaining. 44-38. Cats in the lead by 6. We hope you can hear us back home. The gym is rocking. Number 30, Johnson with the basketball. She tries to make a move inside. It's stolen away by Alyssa Woodard. Oh, she traveled in the meantime. Woodard traveled, and it's a turnover, but she had stolen the basketball and then gave it right back on the travel call. It's going to be Storm basketball underneath their own basket. I am out of breath and just about out of energy. Hopefully we'll get through this last 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. Cats, almost 5 seconds. And Brewer tried to get that football pass. It was corralled by Curley, who gets it over to number 30, Johnson. That's 20 Weekly. Over to Curley. Curley, she's going to be bumped. That was a bump by Brewer. That's a foul call on Brewer. That's the sixth team foul on the Cats. And for Brewer, that is only her second, maybe. That's her second personal foul on Brewer. And number 20, Weekly's going to inbound the basketball right away. And they put it up, and it's no good. Gathered in by Bookwalter. It's going to stay Wildcat basketball. Cats in the lead by 6, 44-38, 4 minutes, 49 seconds remaining. Brewer with the basketball. She's being guarded tightly by number 34, Crandall. And she gets it to Alyssa Wood, who dumps it inside to Wirtz, puts it up and in for 2! Good look inside, and way to finish by Wirtz. It's 46-38. Cats with almost their largest lead here at 8. They had a 9-point lead earlier. Number 30, Johnson with the basketball. Johnson dribbles. Time being taken off the clock. Will take it. Johnson gets it to Curley. Curley inside. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Wirtz. Wirtz needs some help. She gets it to Bookwalter. That's as good as a turnover there by the Storm. Brewer, she almost got fouled there. Maybe she did. And underneath, Wirtz puts it up and in for 2. And that is a 10-point lead by your Indianapolis homeschool Wildcats. And the Storm just looked to be deflated more and more. Nothing's going their way, and we know how that feels. We had that happening last night. Nothing was going our way. And tonight, it's going the Cats' way. It's 48-38. Cats with a 10-point lead. And the timeout is called by Coach Roscoe, I believe. Is he the one that called the timeout? I think it was the OKC Storm. There's another 52 seconds remaining in this timeout. And the Cats are going to use every second of it, and they might as well. Give them a breath. Because if they're as short a breath as I am, they're going to have a hard time getting up and down the court. All right, Cat, you are watching and listening to the Wildcat Broadcasting Network, the WBN, brought to you by Campbell's Highland Grill, by Chick-fil-A, and by American Senior Communities. Cats in a good one here. It's a barn burner. Cats have extended. They are now at their largest lead of the game, but no lead is safe here this evening. This OKC Storm can hit from anywhere on the court. They hit from almost at the volleyball line just a little bit ago. Storm is a very, very good basketball team. You can do it. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get a quick fan hello here, and there's the hi from mom. That's from mom to daughter.
Denise.
To daughter Denise. So there you are on national television, waving from mom to Denise. Having some fun here at the Wildcats Broadcasting Network. Under 4 minutes to play. Curley with the basketball. Curley gets it over to 25, Crandall. Crandall back up top to her sister, Crandall. Crandall get it over to number 13, Teal for 2, no good. Rebounded by Brewer, who keeps her dribble. Brewer is some sort of special player. She is showing it every way possible. Behind the back dribble. She's just making it look easy this evening. Number 25, Crandall, gets it stolen away by the Wildcats, and Bookwalter comes up with it, gets it to Ruddle. Ruddle with the basketball. Cats can afford to slow it down a little bit here. Woodard with the basketball. No, Cats need to protect the ball here. No sense giving away some easy shots like that. 48-40. Both teams have a 4 in front of the score. Bookwalter gets it into Brewer. Just 3 minutes to play. Brewer makes the spin move, gets it up to Bookwalter, who crosses the timeline. Cats can slow it down. They get it to Wirtz. Wirtz could go up. She decided to pull it back out. They must have been told to slow it down. That's what Wirtz was doing. She had the chance for an easy bucket. Must have been listening to coach there. 2 minutes, 46 seconds remaining. Cats in the lead by 8. Ruddle with the basketball. Cats going into a bit of a stall here. Every second ticking off is helpful to the Cats. Ruddle with the basketball. She's going to go down on the right side, hand it over to Bookwalter. Bookwalter. She makes a move and avoids the 5-second call. That's the issue. You can get called for 5 seconds, and it's out of bounds. It might have been, no, it was tipped. It's going to stay Wildcat basketball. It was tipped. It's going to stay Wildcat basketball. Nice call there by the ref to see that. That ball was tipped, and it's Wildcat basketball. Nice break there by the Cats. Louis Shook has the basketball. The fans thought otherwise, but that's not the way it goes. Brewer with the basketball, 2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining. There's the foul, there's the foul. They're gonna have to start fouling here, or the OKC Storm. That's the 4th foul on Curley. 4th foul on Curley, that's the 6th team foul. 2 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the game. They get it into Brewer, does Louis Shook. Brewer dribbles the basketball. She's being tightly guarded by Curley. Maybe Curley wants to pick up her 5th foul. We'd be all right with that. Curley's a good basketball player. Brewer is better. Brewer has the basketball. She's calling for the teammates. She's dribbling this clock. Under 2 minutes now to go. 48-40 down to Wirtz. Wirtz, she's going to go up, and she is fouled on the play. Wirtz thought, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put it in. And she draws the foul. Wirtz, a good free throw shooter. Hopefully she'll hit a couple here. 1 minute, 54 seconds remaining. We'd like to see Wirtz extend this lead to 10 again. So Wirtz, the gym is quiet at the moment. Wirtz settles in to shoot the first of two. First one is up, nothing but net. 49-40. The clock is the friend of these Wildcats this evening. Wirtz receives the basketball. And it's up, and that one hits every part and falls off. Somehow that ball fell off the rim. I'm not sure how. 49-40, and that's going to be a foul on the Cats. Not a bad foul. She did not make the bucket. 49-40, that puts number 34, Crandall, on the line to earn it from the free throw and the charity strike. That's Louisa's first foul, so again, not a bad foul. That's the 7th team foul, so the rest of the way will be 1-1 bonus. First one is good by number 34, Crandall. It's 49-41. Cats with an 8-point lead. 1 minute, 53 seconds remaining. Crandall, second one is up and good as well. Now it's a 7-point lead for the Cats. They get it into Alyssa Woodard. Woodard's going to cross the timeline. She was fouled on the way by. Woodard hands it to Shook. They're going to foul. They're going to have to start fouling. You're going to see that the rest of the... Oh, she got it in the eye. I guess if they're going to get a foul, they're going to try to take an eye out with it. Brewer's going to go to the free throw line to shoot. I'm sorry, that's Shook to the line. Thank you to our videographer correcting me. She's hoping she can see the basket. Hopefully she doesn't see 3 or 4 of them after that smack in the head. 49-42, Shook on the line to shoot the front end of the 1-1. First one is up. It's no good, but rebounded almost by Gloria Brewer, just bounced out of her hands. And it's Storm basketball. I don't know how that ball bounced so high. Normally when a ball bounces that high, it's a technical foul. 49-42. Cats in the lead, 1 minute, 42 seconds remaining. There is no lead safe. A couple three-pointers, and this one's a game. Number 34 thought about the three. She's going to drive in the lane. She's going to be fouled from behind, either by Alyssa Woodard or by Louis Shook. It's by Louis Shook. She picks up her second. 49-42, but again, 34 just hit 2 free throws from the line. And we don't really want them scoring with the clock stopped. That's not ideal. 1 minute, 33 seconds remaining, and they are scoring with the clock stopped. They're getting back in it here. 49-43, Cats in the lead by 6. 34, she's made every free throw so far this evening. That one falls off the front of the rim, rebounded by Wirtz to Brewer. 49-43, Cats lead by 6. Brewer with the basketball. She has determination in her eyes, dribbles through 2 defenders, keeps her dribble. Brewer, incredible dribbling ability, 1 minute, 19 seconds. They're chasing her all over the court. They're chasing Brewer here. Gets it back up top to Wirtz. Wirtz gets it back to Brewer. There's a foul called on Wirtz, and that's not a bad thing. Wirtz can hit the free throws as well. Foul called. That's going to put number 10, Rachel Wirtz, on the line, shooting right now. One more foul. It's going to be double bonus. And that foul was on number 34, her third of the game, the 19th foul. Wirtz is going to have the basketball to shoot the front end of the 1-1. She puts it up, off the back of the rim, no good. And it's Storm basketball with 1 minute, 9 seconds remaining. 49-43, Cats in lead by 6, but Curley has the basketball. She's got her eye on the basket. Rebounded by Bookwalter. It's a kick. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. It was a kick by the Storm. It was kicked by the Storm. It should be Wildcat basketball. The Storm kicked the ball, but they're going to give it to the Storm instead. 49-43, under 1 minute to play. Wirtz thought the same thing I did. Should be Wildcat basketball. Crandall with the basketball, being guarded by Brewer. Crandall up top to number 25. Crandall, there's a deep 3 ball by number 15. It's rebounded by Brewer. She's going to come to the front. It's 48 seconds. She pulls it up. And it might be a foul. There's a foul called on the play. Foul called on the play. That's going to put Gloria Brewer on the line, shooting 2. That's the double bonus there. The double bonus. That's going to put Brewer on the line, shooting 2. 45.7 seconds remaining in the game. Brewer with the basketball on the free throw line. Brewer, she'd like to hit these two and just ice this game for the Cats. Cats in the lead by 6. 45.7 seconds remaining. Brewer settles and shoots. That one's good. Oh, she's hitting them tonight. Brewer receives the basketball. Cats in the lead by 7. 45.7 seconds remaining. No lead safe. That's the second one's good. 51-43. Cats lead by 8. They fire it down, but Brewer is right there on the defense. Crandall trying to get it to somebody. It's a kick. That is a kick by Bookwalter. Hey, she's using her feet, using her head. We'll take it. That's out of bounds. Storm basketball. 51-43. Cats with the 8-point lead. Storm are going to be shooting the threes right now, I would imagine. Crandall looking for it. They get it up top. Wide open 3 by 15. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded. It's going to go Wildcat basketball. 51-43. Cats to inbound the basketball. They get into Bookwalter. Bookwalter. She's fouled by number 34, Crandall, and that's going to put Bookwalter on the line shooting 2. That's the double bonus. Julia Bookwalter, good shooter. In the game against the KC East, she kept the team in by hitting 3 threes in that game to help the Cats advance to the Final Four. 29.3 seconds remaining. 51-43. Cats in the lead by 8. Bookwalter, the first one is up and in. Cats answering free throw for free throw this evening. Say that 5 times fast. 52-43. And Bookwalter. The referee's looking at Alyssa Woodard try to mop the floor up with a rubber shoe. It doesn't work very well. 52-43. Can we get a 10-point lead? We can. It's a 10-point lead for your Indianapolis homeschool Wildcats, and Coach Roscoe says, let's have a timeout, and he's going to get some of the bench in here to experience this play on this court against this Oklahoma City Storm team. Oklahoma City Storm came in as a 1 seed in their division. They were a number 3 seed overall. Really, the Oklahoma City Storm should have been a number 2 seed overall. But somehow the brackets got a little bit warped, and they put the Dallas Thunder above the OKC Storm, which really was uncalled for in my humble opinion. The OKC Storm should have been a number 2 seed. The Indianapolis Wildcats should have been a number 3. That's just the way we see it. I call it as I see it. It's 53-43, though. Here, the Wildcats are making the case that they deserve that 3 spot in the nation, and they're about to gather it in here in a short few seconds. The Indianapolis Wildcats could be crowned number 3 in the nation. We're so glad to have you joining us this evening with the live party there in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we're going to have quite the party here in Springfield, Missouri. The National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championship is about to come to an end. 28 seconds remaining. It's counting down. 27. Curley with the basketball. Curley gets it over to number 20, Weekly. Weekly can hit it from downtown. She pulls up, and it's off the rim, off the backboard, no good. Rebound gathered in by Sarah Roscoe. And they steal it back away from Roscoe. She might have stepped on the line. No, it's going to be a foul. Foul on the Wildcats. Foul on number 12. Sorry, that's number 21 with the foul. That's Sarah Roscoe. She came away. She is the shortest person on the court, and she came away with that rebound. 11.4 seconds remaining. That puts number 34, Crandall. She has not missed from the line this evening. Well, actually, she missed one just a moment ago, but not many from the line. And she drains that one. 53-44. 53-45. 11.4 seconds. Oh, my goodness. The OKC Storm think that they can score 8 points in 11 seconds, and maybe they can, but they're giving it all they've got here, knocking the ball out of bounds. They're not ready to give up. Alyssa Woodard loses the basketball to the Storm. That's going to be a foul on Woodard. No shot, foul on the floor. They're going to get every second. Oh, no, it's going to go. No, it's not. It's not Wildcat direction. Oh, Alexa Marks is going to check in for the Cats. She's got a big smile on her face. That puts Roscoe, it's actually double bonus, so they need to probably hold. They do need to hold. They need to hold on the sub. Roscoe has to stay in until the second shot, or the first shot is taken. 6.7 seconds, Cats in the lead by 8. Crandall, first one is up and good. She is a shooter for the OKC Storm. Alexa Marks now checks in for the Cats. And the Wildcats fans are excited about that. It's up and in again by Crandall, and they do a full court press, and they're going to foul right away. No, they're not. That's going to be a foul, but they're going to let it play through. Alyssa Woodard, the senior for the Indiana. Oh, they're going to tackle her instead with 2 seconds remaining. I have no idea what's going on, but they want to get every last second of it, and that's okay. You can't fault them. Being number 4 in the nation, something to be proud of as well, but they're going to let it, they're going to savor this the rest of the way. 53-47, Woodard, it's up, rims out for Alyssa Woodard. This is the senior. This is her last game to play in. My wife says to be quiet so she can't hear me say that. Let's see her drain this one. Off the front of the rim, no good. She might have heard me. My wife gives me a bad eye roll. And that is the end of the game. Your Indianapolis homeschool Wildcats knock off the number 3 OKC Storm to come away with a big win here in Springfield, Missouri in the National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championship. Your Indianapolis Cats come away as number 3 in the nation. What a game put on by your Cats. We are so excited for them. What a game turned in. What a season turned in by these Wildcats. What a game turned in by Alyssa Woodard. We'll give you the totals here momentarily. These Cats putting up some good sportsmanship here as well. We do want to thank our camera lady, Mrs. Marks, Heather Marks, as she joined us this evening. Our statistician, Miriam Barnes, will go up above the crowd here. And we hope you all enjoyed it back there at home in Indiana. What a game turned in by your Indianapolis homeschool Wildcats. You can see them giving props to the OKC Storm. Good sportsmanship there being shown by the Cats and by the Storm. Great game this evening. Your Indianapolis homeschool Wildcats come in 3rd in the nation. Give you the stats here to finish up. We're gonna give you, Gloria Brewer is the high scorer for your Cats at 16. Coming in right behind her, Rachel Wirtz with 15 points. Then Macy Klein chimed in. She chimed in with 10. Macy Klein, sorry, that's Alyssa Woodard, chimed in with 10 points. That's your senior getting all her points this evening. 10 points. Great job by Woodard. And Bookwalter chimed in with 5. And Hannah Ruddle had 5. And Emma Barnes wrapping up the scoring with 3 points here in this Final Four game to determine who would be the number 3 team in the nation. The Cats came in with something to prove with the seeding not going their way, and they have proved to everyone watching and the entire NCHBC that they belonged right here as the number 3 team in the nation. Thanks to Paul Ruddle giving us the heads up and shout out there, and Nathan Magnuson for Miriam Barnes, for Mrs. Marks, Shelly Dove, our production manager back home. We're going to go see if we can get a quick interview from Coach Roscoe before we wrap up the program this evening. We're going to get an interview here with Coach Roscoe and hear his thoughts on the season, but also on this particular game. So we're going to catch up with Coach Roscoe here momentarily. We did check in with him before the game, so we'll get this after Coach interview. Coach Roscoe, the fans back home are waiting on you. All right, Miriam, would you mind holding on to this? All right, so we're here with Coach Roscoe. This is Coach Roscoe, and he had an incredible game tonight. But Coach Roscoe, you're gonna have to come closer. Just get him in the shot. You don't have to get me in the shot. Coach Roscoe, what do you think, first of all, of this game? How did the girls perform this game?
So, when we watch video and film, they're a tough team. Okay, they're very physical. You know, we watch a lot of people get thrown to the ground and sat on and fouled.
And you saw some of that this evening. Gloria Brewer, I wasn't sure if she was going to come away with a head or a body.
So, you know, our game plan was to out-finesse them.
Yes.
To outrun them. We knew they were a little bit tired yesterday. We watched them. We were tired, but I think if they had Gatorade, they'd dump it on his head right about now. Girls having a whole lot of fun. So they just played so well. I mean, they've just improved all year long. They've gotten better and better and better. And I'm just super proud of them. I appreciate all you guys, all the support you guys are giving us watching the game back at home. But yeah, they all played well. It's been a team effort all year. And I mean, we have a very strong bench. We can sub people in.
Even Emma Barnes gave you some minutes tonight. I know you were a little concerned about the injury there, but you put her in, and she scored 3 this evening.
It's just it's miraculous that she's even out there playing.
I agree.
Let alone contributing and scoring, and everybody just that got in just gave us a great effort.
They did.
Macy got in there, got us some rebounds.
True.
Sarah even got a rebound.
She did. Right amongst all those big, tall trees, she pulled down the rebound. The shortest person on the court.
I'm just so blessed to be part of this, and it's just the girls are just.
Well, Coach,
so fun to be around.
I know he's looking at me. He needs to get over there for the pictures. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it so much. Congratulations. All right, we're going to sign off for now. This is the last game. This is it for your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. We're so glad to have you on board Wildcat Broadcasting Network this year. It's been a pleasure. Looking forward to next year already on the WBN. For Miriam Barnes, our statistician, Heather Marks, our camera lady this evening, Shelly Dove, our producer back home. Thank y'all so much and so long, everyone. Till next year.